Welcome, football fans, to Denver, Colorado. I'm Dave Stevens. By my side is football analyst Mike Steele.
Dave, I won't lie. I didn't do a lot of research this week. Manning's Tavern has been running great wing specials. I'm going to lean on your expertise and apologize to the fans. I may need to...
Let's go ahead and get down to the action. Nora boots it. Blair takes the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 21. Throws past the first down marker. He can't bring it in. Let's see what the call on the field is. DC will accept the penalty.
When the ball is in the air, you can't have that kind of contact.
And he misses his mark. Third play of the drive for the Mountaineers. Still looking for a receiver. Incomplete.
With this type of third and long, look for them to switch into cover two where corners will jam the receivers at the line, knowing they've got safety help over the top.
He punts it away. Thornton takes the kick. He drops back to pass. He rockets a pass off to the right side. He can't bring it in. Number 8 tosses one out. Third down. The pitch is taken by number 25. Fourth down.
That's a smart play call. You were in a bad position on third down. Take a few yards and live to fight another day.
Chapman on the punt. And the punt sails into the end zone. Touchback. Drops back into the pocket. He flings a pass. He can't make the catch. The handoff is taken by number 24. Third down. And he's stopped by Barber. Fourth down.
I think that's a good call by the coach. There's still a lot of game left, and you don't want to force things and make a mistake here.
Finally taken down. Good enough for a first down.
That was a gutsy call, Dave. I'm sure the coach is taking a few sighs of relief after that one.
Extending the play, and they can't connect. Incomplete. Missed tackle on the defense. Third down. 7. Play of the drive. They're calling an audible at the line. Cannon with the toss. That'll give them a fresh set of downs. The first quarter comes. Cannon back to pass. Tosses the ball to the left side. Incomplete.
I sure hope this receiver doesn't like sitting, because that's what he'll be doing soon if he continues to drop crucial passes like that.
Still looking for a receiver. The pass falls harmlessly to the ground.
When it's third and long, sometimes you've got to throw it downfield, even when you know that's exactly what the defense is expecting. It just didn't work out for them at that time.
Tackled after a return of 10. The offense looking to get things going from the 25-yard line. Tosses one to the back. That brings up second down. Still looking for a receiver. He can't bring it in. Let's see what the call on the field is. Denver will accept the penalty.
You can't put your hands on the receiver like that and expect not to get flagged.
The QB makes the toss. Third down.
These are the types of situations you always want to stay out of because the defense can just pin.
Fumble on the field. And he's tackled.
The QB had a great diving tackle that forced the ball out.
The quarterback seems to be changing the play at the line. The runner dives into the end zone. Touchdown.
I love to see that kind of confidence in your offensive line. Hand it off and let them lead the way into the end zone.
It's good. Denver draws first blood today, 7-0.
The home team feels pretty good here to get that first touchdown. Now they need to come out on defense and hold on to that lead.
Number 80 takes the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 34.
The offense has a great opportunity to get back out in front of this ball game on this drive.
There is a flag on the play. And it's off. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Denver takes the penalty.
The refs have shown they're letting them play today, Dave, but when it's that blatant, it's getting a flag.
He hurls one deep along the sideline. He can't make the catch.
Getting pushed back on first down forces more risky play calling that can lead to mistakes. The offense needs to be careful here.
He rockets a pass off to the sideline.
I think the wideout is down there, down counting his fingers after that pass. Take that fastball to Axis Baseball.
He steps back to pass. Shaking off the tackler. The receiver can't bring it in.
When it's third and long, sometimes you've got to throw it downfield, even when you know that's exactly what the defense is expecting. It just didn't work out for them at that time.
Jennings takes the kick. Makes the return up to the 34-yard line.
If the offense can get another score in this drive here, it will really put the pressure on.
Pitches it out to number 22. Washington will use their first time out here. Second down. Cannon appears to be changing the play. Steps into the pocket. He sets up and throws short along the right side. DC will call timeout. That brings up a crucial third down.
Fire!
The quarterback seems to be changing the play at the line. The QB makes the toss. And he's tackled up near the line. DC takes their last timeout. That'll bring up fourth down. Fourth down. Quarterback to pass, throws one, and he can't reel it in. Denver comes up short on fourth down.
It's a one-score game, Dave. You have to feel good about your chances here if you're the offense. Let's see how they execute.
Well, it looks like we've got an injured player on the field. The QB makes the toss. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. Washington takes the penalty.
If the coach hasn't created a culture where penalties are not acceptable, then players won't take that extra effort to avoid making them.
Drops back into the pocket. Doesn't seem to be able to find anyone open. That'll bring up fourth down. There's the kick. Just barely missed it.
This drive represents a great opportunity to send the defense reeling. Another score to extend their lead would give them the ability to exercise a lot of control in terms of play calling.
Hands it to number 24. That brings up third down.
In these third and short situations, there are really so many different options for teams. Based on these matchups, I'm expecting a quick pass.
Calling out some signals on the field. Throws a pass, and it's picked off by number 26.
We heard it often that quarterbacks need to have a short-term memory when it comes to mistakes. That's so true. He needs to move past this interception and put it out of his mind. The away team has a great opportunity to get back out in front of this.
Lining up for the kickoff. Cross kicks a deep one into the end zone. Number 80 catches the kickoff. Tackled Tackled after a return of 28. Let's check in with our sideline correspondent, Emma Adams. Emma, what do you have for us?
Gentlemen, I had a chance to speak to the coach for the Mountaineers. The running lanes for the other team are few and far between right now, and he said it's a result of a great week of practice. This is an old-school coach who values hard work and discipline, and it's being shown out there on the field. Dave, Mike, there's not a whole lot of X's and O's to be analyzed here. Just one team that appears to have wanted it more than the other. Back to you.
We appreciate the update, Emma. The QB makes the toss. Chapman punts it away. Jennings takes the punt. Tackled after a return of 22.
This drive represents a great opportunity to send the defense reeling. Another score to extend their lead would give them the ability to exercise a lot of control in terms of play calling.
Tackled around the 22-yard line. Let's see what they do on first down. Cannon makes the pitch. That gets us to second down. He flings a pass. The offense comes out with two tight ends. Cannon is changing the play at the line of scrimmage. The handoff is taken by number 20, and he steps in for 6. Touchdown.
I don't care who's on the defense. You execute blocking assignments like that, and the runner's going to find pay dirt every time.
It's good. Denver widens their lead, 14-0.
For a defense, this becomes personal now. They're starting to put points up at will.
Number 80 catches the kickoff. Tackled after a return of 28.
So much of football is mental. The offense needs to get a score in this drive to build some confidence if they want any shot of coming back in this game.
He can't bring it in. Number 8 lining up under center. Quarterback to pass. Hardy cutting through blockers. The sack. That will be a loss of 5. Number 8 dropping back, scanning the field. That brings up fourth down.
The defense was expecting pass the whole way. The safeties and corners.
14-0. He punts it away. Hardy takes the kick. Tackled after a return of 22.
The defense needs to get their act together on defense. They'll need a big turnover or a quick stop to try and shift the momentum back in their favor.
He makes the pitch. Eluding defenders. That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
If they keep doing this, the kicker's going to have a much easier job today. Extra points only, perhaps.
Scanning the field. And he misses his mark. Second down. He pitches the ball to the runner. Third down. Steps into the pocket. Tosses the ball short along the sideline. Incomplete pass. The kick is made. And he's good. 47 yards out. Denver widens the gap a bit with that score. 17-0.
They just keep pouring it on, Dave. But that's the competitiveness of this league. You can't let off the throttle.
Tackled after a return of 28.
The away team needs to get something going on this drive.
The ball's on the ground. And he's stopped by Lee.
One of the reasons defenders are taught to wrap up when tackling is that it puts their arms in a place to knock the ball loose, which is exactly what we saw there. It will be interesting to see if the offense can do anything on this drive following that turnover.
Pitches the ball out to the runner. That will bring up second down. It looks like the QB saw something on the defensive side that warranted a change in the play call. Cannon gives it away.
This is where we get to see who can execute. With 3rd and long, there aren't many options for the offense, and the defense knows that.
Cannon signals to change the play. Let's see what the call is on 3rd down.
Check
The quarterback seems to be changing the play at the line. Holloway on the run. Washington will use their first time out here. That brings up 4th down.
A conservative run call on 3rd and long. You don't want to unnecessarily take any risks there and end up in a situation that's difficult to recover from.
Cross kicks it. Number 80 catches the kickoff. Tackled after a return of 30.
The offense needs to get to work here. They've got an uphill road ahead of them to retake the lead and would do well to get things rolling now.
Doesn't seem to be able to find anyone open, and he can't reel it in. Number 8 under center. Looking downfield. He can't bring it in. Doesn't seem to be able to find anyone open. Incomplete. DC is lining up to go for it on 4th down. Number 8 back to pass. DC will call their second timeout here.
Failed 4th down conversions can often be the turning point in a game. The offense couldn't get it done, and now the other team will take over on downs.
That gets us to 2nd down. He pitches the ball to the runner. That brings up 3rd down. He sends one to the center of the end zone, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
The QB took a deep shot there for the first down, but the defense had it covered the whole way.
Cross makes the kick, and he makes it from 40 yards out. Denver widens their lead, 23-0.
The defensive coordinator was worried about this. He knows they can strike at will, and they prove it again here.
Number 80 catches the kickoff, and he's brought down after a return of 24.
The offense needs to get to work here. They've got an uphill road ahead of them to retake the lead and would do well to get things rolling now.
Penalty marker on the field. He can't make the catch. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Denver accepts the penalty.
Most holding penalties are the result of poor positioning by the blocker, where they use their hands to compensate for being...
The ball is knocked loose. He's stopped close to the 4.
Number 8 is pretty upset with himself after letting that one slip out of his hands. The home team...
Leaping forward into the end zone. Touchdown.
What a play! That is what football is all about.
It's good. Denver adds another score, 30-0.
You see the defense almost motion to clear some room on the bench. These guys are getting winded.
Number 80 takes the kickoff. Makes the return up to the 27.
The offense needs to get to work here. They've got an uphill road ahead of them to retake the lead and would do well to get things rolling now.
Another sack for the defense. This one will push the offense back to the 16-yard line. 2nd down. A flag on the play. He dodges away. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Denver takes the penalty.
We had seen the defender talking to the ref a few plays ago. It seemed like it just paid off with the call.
Extending the play. Incomplete.
These are the types of situations you always want to stay out of because the defense can just pin their ears back and rush the passer.
Looking downfield. That brings up 4th down. That brings an end to the game, and time for us to take a look at the Mike Steele stud of the game. Mike, who are you thinking had the most impact today?
Dave, I'll be honest. I kept going back and forth today, but I've got to go with Holloway for the home team. Huge performance out of him today.
Hello, and welcome to Houston, Texas. I'm Dave Stevens, here with my partner in crime, Mike Steele.
Any given Sunday. Sure, it sounds cliche, but we really are entering one of those matchups. Two teams who don't need much of an introduction, getting ready to show us why they should be considered among the league's best.
That is without a doubt. Well, let's play some football. Wenger kicks it. Merrill takes the kick. And he's brought down after a return of 27. The Bombers will begin the drive from the 27, pitching it off to number 26. Second down. He drops back. Makes the catch. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what the call on the field is. Baltimore accepts the penalty.
Dave, it really does happen on every play. And being honest, who am I to judge a lineman protecting his quarterback?
The pass falls harmlessly to the ground.
Going max protection here on third down might not be a bad idea for the offense.
McKenzie appears to be changing the play. McKenzie signals to change the play. Still looking for a receiver. And he can't reel it in.
The QB took a deep shot there for the first down, but the defense had it covered the whole way.
The kick is caught at the 31. And he's brought down after a return of 28. And he's taken down. That brings up second down. The QB looking to pass. Zings it way down the left side. And he can't reel it in. A crucial third down for the offense. Drops back into the pocket. Doesn't seem to be able to find anyone open. That brings up fourth down. The punt's away. This punt will sail out of bounds. First down. Rayner takes him down in the end zone for a safety. Second down. Castillo kicks it away. Little catches the kickoff. Tackled after a return of 38.
This drive represents a great opportunity to send the defense reeling. Another score to extend their lead would give them the ability to exercise a...
And it's picked off by the defense.
You have to be smarter with the football. You can't just force it into coverage like that. Bad pass by the QB there. The defense has a chance to come up big. If they can force a punt after that turnover, it'll give the entire team a boost of confidence.
Second down. Let's see what the call is on third down. McKenzie is changing the play at the line of scrimmage. He throws the screen off to the sideline. Fourth down. The kick is up. It's good. Taken 47 yards out. Houston pulls ahead. 3-2.
The home team has struggled out of the gate in a few games in the past, so this is a positive start.
Castillo boots this one into the end zone.
This is a pressure drive for the offense. They've got a chance to pull back into the driver's seat with a score on this possession.
Go! Pitches the ball out to the runner. The first quarter comes to an end. Number 5 dropping back. tosses the ball. Guerrero makes the completion. That gets us to third down.
That play there is one of the ones that makes the haters in the stands say, okay, maybe I couldn't make that throw.
The offense lines up to punt this one away.
Go!
He punts it away. Fielded at the 16. Makes the return up to the 35.
It's a close one so far today. Let's see if the offense can extend their lead on this drive.
The pass falls harmlessly to the ground. Let's see what the call on the field is. Baltimore takes the penalty.
There was some contact there, but I think there may have been a bit of exaggeration by the receiver.
The ball falls to the ground, incomplete.
Great stop by the defense there on first down. Now the offense has to work out of the hole to pick up the first.
Airs one out. Intercepted by number 22.
It'll be interesting to see how this quarterback bounces back after that pick. As an offense, the best way to show appreciation to the defense for forcing a turnover is to go drive down the field and turn it into a score.
Tosses one to the back. That brings up second down.
Hike!
Still looking for a receiver. That will bring up third down.
Sit hut!
Doesn't seem to be able to find anyone open. Incomplete. The Braves will kick this one away. The punt's away. Robinson takes the punt. Tackled after a return of 22.
If the offense can get another score in this drive here, it will really put the pressure on.
McKenzie tosses one out. Baltimore calls the first timeout. We've got an injured player down on the field. Breaking away from the defense. Baltimore will use their second timeout here. And that's enough for a first down.
That's a well-executed run to move the chains.
The handoff is taken by number 41. Baltimore will call their third and their final timeout here. That will bring up second down.
Check!
McKenzie appears to be changing the play. Brought down in the backfield for a sack by number 95. That brings up third down.
Check! North,
McKenzie
north.
signals to change the play. And he will be sacked in the backfield for a loss of 9. That'll bring up fourth down.
The quarterback did a nice job not trying to do too much there. You don't want to turn it over and put extra pressure on your defense.
Merrill makes the catch. Diving into the end zone. Touchdown.
Great execution by several key players to get that touchdown.
Castillo on the kick. It's good. Houston extends their lead 10-2.
The home team adds on to their lead, but we're still looking at a one-possession game. Let's see what the offense can do with this drive. I'm sure they'd love to go down and put an end to this lead they're facing.
He steps back to pass. Doesn't seem to be able to find anyone open. Incomplete. The tight end lines up on the right side. He drops back to pass. Missed tackle on the defense. The pass falls harmlessly to the ground.
Hike!
The pitch is taken by number 29. That'll bring up fourth down.
A conservative run call on third and long. You don't want to unnecessarily take any risks there and end up in a situation that's difficult to recover from. Taken
at the 3. And he's brought down after a return of 30.
The home team.
That'll wrap things up for the second. Castillo kicks it deep. Little catches the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 38. Let's go down to our own Emma Adams, who has an update for us.
Thanks, Dave. I talked with the coach for Houston during the break. Keep shutting them down, is what he told me. They had a lot of success stopping the pass in the first half and plan to keep the momentum rolling in the third quarter. Back to you.
We appreciate the update, Emma.
Strike.
Still looking for a receiver, and it's off. Third down. Number 5 drops back, buying time. Little makes a nice catch. That brings up fourth down.
The defense executed perfectly on that play. Covered the top to take away the first down pass and force the short throw. Now they're in a fourth down situation.
Robinson takes the punt, and he's brought down after a return of 13.
This drive represents a great opportunity to send the defense reeling. Another score to extend their lead would give them the ability to exercise a lot of control in terms of play calling.
The quarterback seems to be changing the play at the line. The ball falls to the ground, incomplete. A flag on the play. Let's see how the penalty affects things. Houston takes the penalty.
Seeing a lot of pointing from both sides of the ball, but it was clear that the defense jumped on that one.
It looks like the QB saw something on the defensive side that warranted a change in the play call. He hands it to number 41. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
Excellent footwork on that run to pick up the first down.
The pitch is taken by number 41. That brings up second down. We've got an injured player down on the field. He steps back to pass. The pass falls harmlessly to the ground. Third and long. Tackled near the line. Fourth down.
The coach showed some wisdom and football knowledge on that call. Take what the defense gives you and live to fight another day.
He fires a pass, and it's off.
Going for it on fourth down is always risky. That time just didn't pay off for the offense.
The QB tosses one out, and he won't make it very far before being dragged down by Johnson. Let's see how the penalty affects things. Baltimore will accept the penalty.
Penalties have a way of taking the air out of a team's confidence or momentum.
He hands it off. That gets us to second down. He tosses it to the runner. That will bring up third down. The third. He steps back to pass. He can't bring it in.
The QB took a deep shot there for the first down, but the defense had it covered the whole way.
Here's the kick. And he split the uprights for 3 points. That's good from 44 yards out. Baltimore closes the gap a bit. 10-5.
So the fans that left are maybe starting to wish they hadn't. Hang on to your seat, folks.
Merrill catches the kickoff. Tackled after a return of 27.
The home team comes into this drive with a one-possession lead. I'm looking for them to try and take a chunk of time off the clock and grab another score.
Makes the handoff to number 41. Finally stopped. First down.
You know, Dave, you can only go from first down to first down so many times before it turns into points on the board.
Steps into the pocket, throws short to the sideline. He can't make the catch. McKenzie appears to be changing the play. McKenzie back to pass. He's taken down close to the 39-yard line. That brings up fourth down. 4th and long.
Go.
Dropping back. Airs one out to the left side of the field. And they can't connect. Incomplete.
After a failed attempt like that, you tend to second-guess yourself as a coach. Should we have kicked there? That decision may haunt them for a while.
That gets us to 2nd down. Tackled near the line. Back at the 36-yard line. 3rd down. Number 5 steps back into the pocket, and he's stopped by Nash. Baltimore will call their first timeout here. That'll bring up 4th down. Houston uses their first timeout. He steps back to pass. Launches a pass. He snags it out of the air for the touchdown.
I'll tell you, these two work on that in practice all the time. They could do this in their sleep, but it sure gives the defense nightmares.
It's good. Baltimore will take the lead with that score, 12-10.
The away team pulls ahead with that score late in the game. The only question is whether or not they left too much time on the clock for the other team.
Tackled after a return of 38.
This is a pressure drive for the offense. They've got a chance to pull back into the driver's seat with a score on this possession.
The quarterback seems to be changing the play at the line. McKenzie is changing the play at the line of scrimmage. McKenzie gives it away, lining up with 5 DBs. And he misses his mark. Tight end on the right side. McKenzie is changing the play at the line of scrimmage. The receiver can't bring it in. He drops back, throws a pass, incomplete. It looks like the QB saw something on the defensive side that warranted a change in the play call. Diving into the end zone, touchdown.
Dave, not a lot of room for error here, but the wideout and QB got on the same page. Now they share the stats page under touchdown.
Pitches the ball out to the runner. He steps in for 2.
On the short runs, we usually see a changeup with the halfbacks, but this guy was not getting off the field without points.
Houston moves into the driver's seat. 18-12.
Dave, this game is shaping up to be a nail-biter for both teams. This is a pressure drive for the offense. They've got a chance to pull back into the driver's seat with a score on this possession.
Makes a hard throw, and they can't connect. Incomplete. Steps into the pocket, scanning the field. The receiver can't bring it in. The QB back to pass. Still looking for a receiver. Baltimore will call timeout. That'll bring up 4th down.
Hike.
Doesn't seem to be able to find anyone open. The offense comes up short on 4th down.
This drive represents a great opportunity to send the defense reeling. Another score to extend their lead would give them the ability to exercise a lot of control in terms of play calling.
McKenzie is changing the play at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. McKenzie under center. He takes the ball. That brings up 4th down. What a game today, Mike. Now, who do you see had the most impact on the outcome?
For me, it's got to be Merrill for the home team.